I literally can't stop thinking about this makeup look that I did 2 weeks ago, and I honestly think it would be such a disservice to you guys if I don't make an in-depth tutorial explaining what I did and all my techniques. As you guys know, I went to a makeup school in Korea and I learned a lot of Korean-based techniques, so I'm going to explain it to you guys. Now, first of all, I'm going in with color correction. If you guys know color theory, this is like just the basics of green cancels out red, and for your under eyes, depending on what pigmentation there is, I use like a light pink to cancel out my purplish tones. Now, this means I'll be using a lot less foundation. Now, less foundation and less product means that your skin will look so glowy. I also go back in, like if I feel like my under eyes aren't covered enough, I go back in with that pink tone and I just use a tiny bit of product. I just kind of build it up. Please do not tell me that if you have a cushion foundation, you're just putting it in the foundations and just slapping it on your face. I hope that you're dabbing off the excess and then applying it. I also get so many questions asking me what I use for my brows. Yes, I do use graphite pencil from Prismacolor. We got that from makeup school, and apparently so many famous Korean makeup artists use it. I kind of use it to shape my brows, and then I use like this other eyebrow pencil I got 10 years ago. I'm emotionally attached to my brow products. I first do a watercolor on my crease to give it dimension, and then using a dark brown eyeshadow shade, I'm defining the corners of my eyes, so that means I can actually get the shape that I want. It's a lot easier to do this with an eyeshadow, especially if you're a beginner. I really suggest to do this technique. Since I want this soft glam look, I'm using a pink shimmer and I'm concentrating the product mainly on the middle of my crease underneath my aegyo to define it. And I'm going in now with a white shimmer and I'm defining the corners, the inner corners, and like look at that. Look at the difference it makes. I also bought this eyelash curler in Japan and it makes a world of difference. Like the shape is different. It's more rounded, so that means it grips onto all of my eyelashes. Since I've created this shape with the eyeshadow, doing my eyeliner with a pen brush is so much easier. Especially if you're a beginner, this is like perhaps the easiest and quickest way for you to always like slay your eyeliner. I then go in with a mascara. For the most part, do a lot of coat to make it all separate and defined. Like when I was in Australia, I used to wear lashes all the time, but nowadays I just love a more natural look. Now I am using 2 mascaras, as you can see, a lengthening one and just a general mascara. Now, okay, my nose contour. This is so important. I have mastered my nose contour. I use a powder. Powders are so much easier than, what's the other thing? Cream. I feel like you can do it quicker. I define the top parts of my nose and also underneath because I want to make my mid-face look shorter. I feel like I have quite a long face. If you want bigger lips and you have a double lip line, contour like the top of your lip. Because in Korea, they don't really like cheekbones, I just kind of contour around my face. I'm using this cream blusher from Nude. It's really good for dry skin. Make sure you put it on the back of your hand and then dab it in. I recommend to do that with any product. Now for lining my lips, it's just like a blurring lip look. And yeah, that's basically the end result.